Beth with 50 Plus Beauty, and I'm excited that you could be here with me today to do a full face makeup with basically one palette plus a few more items. This is the Kevin Aucoin Contour Book Volume 2, and it's called The Art of Sculpting and Defining. I really love this. I've been using it for the last few days, and the Kevin Aucoin people sent this to me in exchange for my review, but this is my totally honest review, and this palette is what I use to create this full face look, which I really like. If you're not a subscriber, I hope you'll go ahead and subscribe and click the little bell so you'll be notified of my future videos. That way you won't miss anything. So if you're interested in seeing how I created this look, give me just a few minutes and I'll take off this makeup and we'll get started. Okay, let's get down to this. I'm very excited to show you this kind of full face palette here. And this is how the palette looks once you pull it out of the sleeve. Very nice, kind of an alligator, pretty surface there. And then you open it up and it has all of these little kind of lessons on it, which is awesome. Complete instructions there, which I really like. And then this is the inside of the palette. It has a nice generous mirror. And then it has the contour and highlighter colors. And you've got the creams up here and the powders down here. And then you have all of these eyeshadows down here, which is just great. Okay, let's go in and start with eyes. And I'm just going to go in to do the transition color with this sculpting powder here, which is a great neutral shade. And I'm using my MAC 221 brush. I kind of consider it my crease brush. I just go to it. It is a great little brush. And I'm not a brush snob. And I like to go a little bit further down here to make sure you have a little crescent shape there. Wow, that's a nice transition color. Do the other side. Make sure again that you're doing a crescent moon and coming down on this inside because we have little fat pads as we get older, at least I do, right in there. And you kind of want to blend those in, kind of hide them a little bit. Nice transition color, love that. Okay, now the next step is that we're going to go in and do just a little bit of a lid color there. And we're going to be using this Starlight color on the lid. I'll go in with my short shader, which is the Sigma E20. Love that brush. A little bit of this Starlight color. We're just going to kind of tap that on the lid. Very pretty natural neutral color, which I really do like the pinks. They just give you that little bit of a blushy look that looks kind of young and natural. Now let's go in on the brow, and I always like to kind of use the same brush. I did wipe it off a little bit. When I have a very white brow bone color, I like to use the same brush that I use for my lid color to give it a little bit of that same feel. We're going to go in with this color called Brighten, just to give the brow bone a little bit of prominence. My, very nice color. You really don't have to work hard to get that to show. Wow. That is pigmented. I'm also going to lighten up the inner corner of the eye, and I'm going to go in again with this Brighten color. I'm really screwing up the look of this palette. Sorry about that. Wow. A lot of the time it's very hard to get those inner eye dot colors to show as kind of a glisten, and you do not have a problem with this one. Let's go in and give a little drama to the outer third of the eye, and I'm going to go in using this cool tan color to darken that up a little bit. Just kind of go in to give a little bit of shading, a little bit of shadow on the outer corner. Then we're going to take it up a little bit on the crease to darken that up, a little more drama there. Other side. Almost a little 7 there. Now I would love to go in and blend that, but I'm going to add a little more drama. And I'm going to go in again on that outer third and add a little bit of this color called Ruddy Earth, which I really do like this color. It's kind of a rusty burgundy. It's not quite a red burgundy. It has a little more of a natural look than that. Just going to put that out there. Just a little bit to drama up that area. Now I'm going to go in with my MAC 217 blender brush, which I really love this brush. We're just going to go in and blend out that corner, soften that all up, and that center area there, a little crescent. Blend the outside of this one. Wow, I really like that eyeshadow. It's very natural looking. Now, before we move down under the eyelashes, let's go ahead and use a little bit of this Brighten color right in the middle of that lid. This stuff really adds a great pop. In fact, it's so highly pigmented, I'm a little afraid of it, but it really does do the job. Now let's go in and do a little bit of a smoky eye underneath instead of eyeliner. And we're just going to go in with this cool tan color underneath the lashes. Just like you did a crescent in the transition on the top, you're doing a little crescent moon underneath your eyelashes. And you always drag the side of the crescent kind of up in a little mini wing to meet that transition, kind of to bring the whole look together. Other side. I think we're done there. Now I'm going to do a little bit of liner, and I'm going to go in with my sleek twist up eye pencil in color black. I'll just do the top waterline. Eyes. And I think I'll go in and do the bottom waterline as well. Okay, we have our eyeliner done. Now I'm going to do mascara, and I'm very happy that the YSL people sent me this great mascara called The Shock. You can see it there. They sent it to me for my review. Oh, I like this brush. It's one of those big, kind of fluffy brushes. It's bigger on both ends, a little less big in the middle. Oh my, this is nice mascara. It's supposed to give you incredible volume and length. Not. This is a great brush. Go to the lower lashes. Oh my, look at the difference between this one and this is only one coat. Not even really through the first coat yet. Got a little clump of rooney coming there. Wow, there's a big difference between this shock eye and this non-shock eye. My, this is a very pretty mascara. Very dramatic. Almost has a false eyelash look to it. This would probably not be the mascara I would use just to head out the door quick in the morning, like to work or something like that. If you want to look great at night and dramatic, this is a fabulous mascara. Tweak it a little bit. I can tell why that's called shock. I am shocked because it looks like I have false eyelashes on. Let's get back to contour. If you've seen my channel, you know that I've always been a little bit afraid of contour, and somebody said this, and I think it's such a great thing. They said they don't want to look like they have 2 Snickers bars on their face. And that's how I looked a lot of the time when I would try contour. I really like it that this palette has such complete instructions, because I really don't like the candy bar look on my cheeks. And for that reason, I'm not going to go in with these cream contours because I'm a little more of a beginner. I'm going to go in with the powder contours. I'm going to use this e.l.f. contouring brush, which I just got, and I'm going to go in with this Sculpting powder color, just right here. Any areas that you want to recede, you darken, you contour, and in the areas that you want to bring forward, you brighten. And I have rather large prominent cheekbones, so I really like to shade in this area a little bit on the side. So I'm going to go in with a little bit of contour on the side there, kind of cut in that cheekbone and bring it down on the side. Oh good, this is kind of a subtle powder. It's not as dark as I feared, which for me is a really good thing. So now you can see I've got a little stripe there. I'm going to do the racing stripe on the other side too. Getting a little bit more pigment for sure, bringing it in a little bit on the cheekbone underneath too. See from the side there, I'm kind of going. Now let's go ahead and blend that in. We'll use the Sigma F05 small contour brush to kind of smooth out that contour. Oh nice. Wow, you can really tell how it brought that side of my face in. And you know, I really don't have a snicker look there. I have a nice natural look. Oh my, I do like this. Let's go in on the other side. And ladies, one thing about the second half that I've realized is that I really got stuck in a rut at the end of my first half. For the last 20 years, I kind of, figured out some makeup that looked good at age 40, and I left that on there for a decade, actually 2 decades, since I'm almost 60. And I didn't contour because I was afraid of it. And in fact, I didn't think I would contour. But I have to say, seeing a little book like this, I really like this. It just adds very subtle changes to your face, but they're good ones. Wow, I do like that. That is very pretty and very natural. Now, I do have a little bit of a problem with the jawline kind of getting softer. I'm going to use the Sigma Small Contour Brush, which is the F05. I'm just going to go back in with that Sculpting powder color and just run it right along the jawline, other side, very subtly, because I'm kind of afraid still. Then I'm going to do a little bit on the double chin area. I always like to do that. Maybe cut that in a little bit. I'm getting a little more bold here, girls. I hope the Snickers bar isn't right around the corner for me. Okay, now I do my forehead a little bit differently than some people because I am losing some fat along here, which I really hate that. I'm going to end up leaving that alone and not putting brown contour in there. I'm going to end up putting highlight in there to bring those up, but I will use just a little bit of gentle contour around here. And again, I'm going to be very, very careful just to kind of shade that in just a little bit along the hairline there. A little subtle there, I know, but I'm new to this, girls. I have to inch into this slowly. Okay, now, to start adding some highlighter, I'm going to use the Sigma Tapered Highlighter, which is F35, very nice highlighter brush, and I'm going to go in with this Candlelight powder color right here. Very pretty color, and not a huge amount of shine on that too, maybe a little bit of a satin. Go right down the center of the nose. I could have probably contoured the, nah, I'm not going to do the side of my nose. Steps. Baby steps. Smooth it out with fingers. Just a little bit of an accent there. Now I'm going to go in, I call these the Frankenstein dents, because Frankenstein had them, and I have them too. Fun, fun, fun. Getting older is so much fun. Who knew that this was an area of aging right here? I didn't until it happened. I think Frankenstein just disappeared. This stuff is awesome. I really like this. That's really amazing. I don't have my little divot anymore. At least I can't see it. You may be able to see it, but I can't see it. If I don't think I can see it, then I'm happy. That's all that matters. Now we're going to go in with a little blush, and I'm going to go ahead and use my Flower Pots blush in Wild Rose, which I really like this. I'm going to apply it with my Sigma Powder Blush brush, which is an F10. Love this brush. This is a very highly pigmented blush, so I kind of dab it on. A trick that I learned that I really like is to take a little bit of this Candlelight powder. We're just going to go ahead and youthen up those cheeks. Let's just put a little bit of that right on top of the apple of the cheek. You can tell that just gives you a little bit of a youthful glow, which is always helpful. Now I'm going to go in with some lip pencil. I've really been liking this Rimmel Lasting Finish lip pencil in Rose Quartz. Okay, lip liner is on. Now I'm going to go in with some flower lipstick in the color Tender Tuberose. Okay, now we have the lips on. Now that's the finished look with the Kevin Aucoin The Art of Sculpting and Defining book, and I really like that because it's eyes, it's face, it's basically a full face palette with the exception of a few items. Now, if you're not a subscriber, I hope you'll subscribe and click the little bell to get notification of my future videos. Also, if you could give me a thumbs up, I would really appreciate that. Now, I like to leave you with a thought for the day, and to do that, I choose a card from the Language of Letting Go. I love these little cards. And we're just going to shuffle up the cards and see what comes up. Okay, Acknowledging My Desires. There's that card, Acknowledging My Desires, very pretty lady on the front. And it says, Today I will release the belief that my needs are never met. Oh my, that's good. I will acknowledge my desires, then turn them over to my higher power. Oh, that's a really good one. My wants and needs are not an accident. God created them when He created me. Oh, I love that our wants and needs are not an accident. If God or the universe puts something inside of us, there's a reason for that, and we need to listen to that carefully. And in the second half, ladies, one thing we all realize is that, time is important. And if there are things we want in our life, needs that we have that are unmet in the first half, we need to really think about how we're going to get those needs met in the second half. So we are important, and our needs are important, not just the needs of our kids and our husband and everyone around us. Our needs are important. And it is one of the reasons that we're all here today, learning how to look good on the outside, feel good on the inside, and make our second half fabulous. Take care.